very much. Well, this is obviously a very special week for a number of reasons. It's not only the continuation of the oldest professional non-major golf event in the United States, it's not only an opportunity for players, the last opportunity for them to get to the Tour Championship in Atlanta and Eastlake, but it's also an event where, well, a certain component of the game, which is sometimes overlooked but absolutely essential, gets some much-needed love. For many of us, the cult of the caddy first bloomed 35 years ago with a small, low-budget film by a bunch of first-timers.
What astounded us was that anyone let us do it. They really think we know what we're doing, or they're going to trust us with this?
I'm going to hit about a 2-iron, I think.
I think we were shooting something on the 18th green. And I remember Harold going, and cut. I mean, action. You know, we were all sort of novices.
Caddyshack was the somewhat real-life experience of the Murray brothers. The 6 boys had all grown up looping at Indian Hill Club here on Chicago's North Shore. And so Brian Doyle Murray wrote a story that blended imagination and absurdity with real life.
Well, I was very fortunate to have 2 brilliant partners help me co-write it. I was the caddy, they were the brains.
A lot of us caddied because, you know, it was a quick way to get cash. That was something that Mom thought was important, and there was a reason to get out of bed.
On Wednesday night this week, they were honored here. The local loopers made good at a tournament which, for loopers, has done good. And that is a story, a true one, that goes back a long, long way. Way back in 1930, former U.S. amateur and Open champion Chick Evans started a fund to send caddies to college. 85 years later, the Evans Scholars Foundation is a machine. This year alone, it has paid for the education of more than 900 young men and women, people like Kelly McInerney.
I realized about the time I was in 7th or 8th grade that there wasn't going to be money for me to go to college. You know, that's just the way the cards fell.
Whatever discretionary money the family had, a stay-at-home mom and a policeman, went for medical bills for Kelly's younger brother.
He was born with cerebral palsy, and he's also deaf. And when the doctors looked at him, they told my parents that he would never walk, talk, sit up, or even eat on his own.
But extensive therapy proved the doctors wrong. And now Kelly, a senior at Marquette, is studying to be a physical therapist so she can do for other families what someone did for hers. All because of the day she got her Evans Scholarship.
It was easily the best day of my life.
The past 85 years has produced more than 10,000 Evans Scholars. Not only people like Kelly, but people like Ed Murray, Northwestern class of 1971. Danny Noonan's pursuit of the Caddy Scholarship in real life was Ed's pursuit of an Evans Award.
I caddied Western Open and a lot of other tournaments, pro woman.
Well, let's face it, he had to suck up to get the scholarship.
Right.
That was kind of incredible, sir.
35 years ago, Caddyshack seemed like an absurd anthem, but at heart, it was about something we can all appreciate. Through the Evans Scholars Foundation, time and again, a real-life Cinderella story.
Johnny, caddying is such a great way to learn about life and to meet great people.
Absolutely. I started caddying when I was 10 at San Francisco Club, only because Mr. Ord had the smallest and the lightest bag, and they let him be caddy for me. I caddied all the way until I actually went to BYU. So it was a great experience.
Jordan Spieth at the 4th.